The Subcommittee on Security, Protocol and Logistics at the Committee on Assumption to the Office of President had moved in at the Kasarani Stadium to secure what was settled on as the venue for the swearing-in ceremony for President Uhuru Kenyatta and Deputy William Ruto. But all these plans have to be put on hold after NASA and its presidential candidate in the Tuesday general election, Raila Odinga, opted to contest the poll outcome at the Supreme Court. Kenyatta and Ruto would have been sworn in on the 29th of this month to kick off their second term in office if no petition would have been filed by Friday this week. NASA has 48 hours to present its petition at the highest court in the land and table its evidence to persuade the 7-judge bench that the presidential election was marred by irregularities that would invalidate the outcome. If NASA files the petition tomorrow as widely expected, the Supreme Court will have until 31st of this month to hear and determine the matter. The law gives the court 14 days from the date of filing to hear and determine the petition. If the NASA petition is thrown out by the Supreme Court judges, Kenyatta and Ruto will be sworn in on 8th of September, that is, 7 days after the Supreme Court verdict. Kasarani Stadium remains the venue of choice for the Jubilee team and the Committee on the Assumption to the Office of President.
And it is the one that we are thinking, the one that has been chosen to host the swearing-in ceremony. So that's why we specifically came to this one. We are not going to visit the others because this is the one that's suitable because of its capacity.
Should Justice Maraga and his team rule in NASA's favor and nullify the Kenyatta-Ruto re-election, IEBC will be compelled to conduct a fresh presidential poll within 60 days of the court verdict. This means the Kenyan electorate will return to the ballot on 31st of October to resolve the row on State House occupancy for a 5-year term. Should a fresh presidential poll be held and any party is dissatisfied with the poll outcome, the matter will yet again head back to the Supreme Court for arbitration. Even in the event of a repeat presidential election, Kenyatta and Ruto will remain in office since Article 142 of the Constitution provides that the term of the president ends when the person next elected to the office is sworn in. Francis Gashuri, JKL.